Welcome back to Dave Does, a final day. So today's going to be fairly busy. I was just looking at the edging here. There's a couple little lines I don't like, so we're going to fill them in quickly. We'll fill them in first, and then we've got to cut the two little supporting pieces out of the back. Actually, it's this one. Out of the back here, so we can Velcro in the removable piece of Lexan. And then once that's done, I've just got a little bit of sanding here to do. And then we're gonna start painting. And it shouldn't take too long at all. So how it goes is the very base that is physically touching the ground is red, then it alternates red, white, red, white, red, white. The top here being white, and the white comes right up to the very lip. So, I'm sorry, it doesn't. The white comes up and even the top here is white, and then the house is red, and then the railings are red with the top being red. So we'll get after that, and thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along on this visit with Dave Does. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the little bell. And every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. So we'll carry on with this. Thanks. So there we go, we're ready for paint. The first coat is a indoor-outdoor semi-gloss enamel, white. The whole thing goes white to begin with, and then after we're happy with the white, it's good and thick because the paint will soak this up pretty good. So we'll most likely have to put 2, possibly 3 coats on to get proper coverage, to make sure that weather won't bother it at all. So I'll have you in ludicrous speed for this. And if you'd like to watch somebody paint something, yeah, watch. If not, we'll see you near the end. And okay, that's the first little coat done. I didn't do the top because as I was going around, I noticed that, you notice from before I was sanding off the edge, the lip there, and I noticed some very wild discrepancies that I'm gonna have to sort out. Because I put paint on that and it's not gonna look great at all. So it's, what is it? It's, oh, I can't even see. Lunchtime. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let that dry. It's okay, it looks like absolute garbage right now. I'm gonna come back with 100 grit and just go over it, knock all the high spots down, and then sort out the top. I'll probably drop it down on the ground, do the light structure in white, get that all soaked in, let it dry for a little while, put on a second coat, let it dry, put on a third coat, let it dry, and then as you saw, I was measuring up. I forgot, I didn't put the lines on, so I gotta know where to put the lines for the red stripes. So I quickly wrote all that down on the bench. So going to lunch. Be right back in a moment with the sanding and the rest of it. All right, now here comes the hard part, waiting. I finished the top like you just saw there. I didn't finish it, I just put the first flood coat on. And now I've got to let it, pardon me, now I've got to let it completely dry. And I'm gonna go all over it, complete top to bottom with 100 grit, get all the high spots down. If there's any puffiness from the wood, it's accepting the paint. Sometimes it expands a little bit, we'll take that down. And then we'll start with the next coat. It's gonna be painting takes a long time for me. I'm sure there's 1,000 people out there watching, hopefully, that are saying, no, don't do it like that, do it like this. Well, comment. Okay, the column's dry enough now to quickly sand, so that's what we'll do. We'll just run across it very lightly with 100 grit and just knock down all the high points, and then we'll wipe it all down and then have another good coat of white paint. If that's good enough, we'll leave it. If not, we'll let it dry for another hour or so. Then we'll put a third coat on, and then we'll get the red stripes on. Okay, got it all wiped down, initially sanded off there just to get the high spots down. We're gonna hit it with another good thick coat of paint now. You gotta watch for the drips at this point. We'll get this on. It'll take me about 20 minutes to get the whole thing done, and then we'll leave it alone. What I've done in the past is I use my air gun to gingerly blow out all the little window ledges and all the little crooks and crannies so it doesn't drip in there. I might do that too. Anyway, if you want to watch me paint, watch. If not, just fast forward. All right, if anybody's still with me, and if you actually watched all that, how boring is your afternoon? Anyway, so there's the second coat. It's gonna need a third. There's some dark patches in there we really need to address. Got some glare off my glasses here. So yeah, we'll let that dry up. I haven't done the top yet, so we'll have to bring, once the base is dry, we'll bring it down. We'll get the top with a second and possibly leave it down for the third coat, and then we'll start with the red stripes. Okay, the column came out not too bad. I've got a couple little drips we have to address, and then but before we do that, you can see in my hands, my hands were clean. There's still a couple wet spots here and there. We're gonna go ahead and put the next coat on the top here and make sure I've got all the little nooks and crannies filled in. The column is starting to come out along real nice. It's a lot drier than I thought it would be by now. So I might be able to go ahead and measure it up, tape it for the red stripes. And if I can do that, get it, and the tape doesn't rip off the existing white paint, we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and we'll get the first layer of red paint on tonight, if not finished tonight. That'd be fantastic if I could. I'm only going to work in here till I'm only going to work in here tonight till 7:30. It's 3:30 now, so we still got hours and hours to go. It's looking nice. I might be able to get it done tonight. If not, I will be able to get it done tomorrow for sure. So yeah. So if you still have nothing better to do than watch somebody paint stuff, hang around. I'll be speeding all this up. So there we go. We've got it, the second coat on, the first coat on the very, very top. So we're gonna let it dry up completely solid now, and then after we're done, after that's done, we'll get the frog tape on it. We'll get the where the frog tape on it, where the red stripes are gonna go. We should be able to get the red stripes started sometime this evening, I hope. If I can get a good start at the red lines, all the better. Here I am. I spent too much time on the top there. It's actually going to be all red. Have to find out where the line's going to. Right there. Where the line's going to be, where the transition from white to red is. But we'll figure that out. Anyway, once it's completely dry and I'm ready for frog tape, we'll get back to you. Well, okay, we're ready now. What we're going to be doing is a little bit of wet spots here and there, but that's fine. We're going to start setting up for the red stripes, I think. So I've got it all written down here: 7 1/8, 14 1/4, 21 1/4, 28 1/4, 35 1/4, and 42. So the first one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put some I'm going to get up my level. I'm going to make sure I'll have to shim this thing up the best I can to make sure I've got it level. And then I'm going to use a small bullet level, and I'll put the lines across, and then I'll chase them all the way around the column. I broke my pen, so I'm going to go sharpen that up first. I don't have to touch anything. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it out of the way here. It's level. Wow, I built a table good. It's level. Perfect. All right. So what we're going to do, we're just going to transfer these lines across, and then I'll chase them all the way around with the level, and hopefully they make it back to this. They all meet up at the same spot. So there we got the lines on now. I'm just going to chase them all the way around. I'll get right back to you when that's all done and we're ready for the tape. All right. You're not going to be able to see it, but the lines are on. So it goes red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, and then the top's all red. They mostly lined up. I chased it all the way around. Of course, when you get to the end, unless you have everything absolutely perfect, they're out just a bit. So I'm out about 1/8 of an inch on one side, but that can easily be taken on or put it made up for when we put the tape on. I'm just gonna let that dry up for a little, let it get a little harder than it is right now. Let it dry up just a little more. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it half an hour, then I come back, tape it, and then we'll get the first coat of red on. All right, it should be, yeah, it's dry enough now for the, try this for the first time frog tape. It's supposed to be better than the other green tape, but here we go. Okay, we're ready for the red. The white might look a little dull right now, but once we get the red on, it'll really pop and really have a fantastic contrast. I've always done white and red lighthouses, so this should be no different. So I'll mix all this up well, and then I'll get back to you when we start painting. Okay, there it is, all taped up, ready to go. I just got to zip in, have a quick bite to eat, then I'll be back out. And once again, it goes red, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, and then the red on the top. And when I bring that down, we'll do the top. I thought today was going to be the last day for this this build. It's not. I'm going to have to do some tomorrow, and then it's picked up on Tuesday now. Thanks. It's great. I needed the extra time. So Tuesday afternoon, it'll be picked up now. It'll be 100% ready tomorrow. All right, we're back. Good supper. If this stuff turns out that it's bad, I don't know what I'll do. All right, there we go. Besides a little oopsie on the other side, I forgot it goes red, white, not red, green, red. Anyway, once it all dries up, I can just reapply. You sand it down a bit, reapply a little bit of white paint, and we're away. So anyway, that's what it's gonna look like. Of course, the top goes red, and we're gonna let the column dry. Put a second coat of red on, let it dry, bring it down, mask up the top, get the railings and the superstructure red, do a second coat on that. I don't know how I'm doing this tonight, but anyway, I think I'm doing it tomorrow night. But today is the last video in this one. All right, first coat's on, made that little mistake. I'm gonna do the second coat now. I'm not gonna show you that. It's the same as the other one. I'll show it to you near the end, or when I've got the whole thing down and I start on the top. Hi everyone. So we got pretty much all the painting done. When I get the tape off, there'll just be some smaller little bits to correct, no doubt. But what I'm doing here, it's time to install the Lexan. Now it's time to be careful. This stuff is very, very durable. I just want to make sure we slide it in every other one. And if they're too tight, my drywall saw, like a glove, that was so nice. Almost like it was planned. Okay, here we go. The reveal. Let's see what happens to the tape. I think I'll start, I don't know where I'll start. Right here. See what happens. No doubt there will be a little bit of touch-ups to do, but that's all right. Well, folks, there she is. There is a couple little spots where they had a little bit of bleed through. You can see down here. So what I'm going to do now with my little instrument paintbrush is just go around and just nick up all the little areas. I got to wait another probably about 8 o'clock to make sure the paint is good and hard. I'll come back and I'll do the we'll do the window dividers, and then we've got to flip it up on end very gingerly. And I've got some supports here to put underneath it to get it, just to have it off the ground just a little bit. So once we're ready to do that, pardon me, I'll come right back to you. Well, everyone, there we go. The Sambro Lighthouse is done. Well, almost, as much as I'm going to do on this video. I just still got to put in the cross pieces. I'll do that here shortly. A couple little paint things to address, but nothing major. I'll have that done tonight. The new owner picks it up at noon tomorrow. So if you've watched, like I said earlier, if you've watched right from the beginning, thank you very much. If you subscribe, thank you. If you hit the thumbs up all the time, thank you very much. The next one, I don't know if you can see it on the back there, I got 2 small little lighthouses. We're going to start on those next. So thank you everybody for watching and following along. It's been a great little journey. It's done. I'm pretty sure the customer will be happy. I'm happy with it. So until the next time, we'll see y'all later.